Friday, January 10th. I am feeling depressed or something. I'm feeling something weird because I'm at work. And last night, as you probably saw a few seconds ago, I went to what's it called? Oh my god, what's it called? The Would You Rather comedy show hosted by Hannah Canetti. And it was a great show. I did my pictures, record some video, talked to a couple comics, and then, came home. And on my drive home, I felt really good. I was in such a great mood. I was listening to music, Say So by, I forgot what the lady's name is, but I was just like pumped, you know what I mean? I was enjoying the ride home. I didn't feel tired at all. I was sleepy and tired. Mind you, as soon as I got home, I knocked the fuck out. But and see, normally what I'm trying to say is that normally what happens to me is that when I'm really tired, I start to fall asleep. And since I've been working out, my body's tired, and it's just driving and falling asleep. It's just bad. I don't want to fall asleep while I'm driving again. Anyways, I didn't feel tired. I was full of energy. I was full of life, which wasn't the case when I showed up to the show, because I was, like I said, it was tired. But I felt really good about having done the thing that I wanted to do, which is, record some video footage for the future podcast episode that I'm going to be doing not podcast, but the video interview thing that I'm going to be doing for my Comedy Showrunner YouTube channel, where I'm going to be interviewing different showrunners about their show and what they've learned, and what the challenges are, and what do they wish they could do better, and what they've little tips and tricks, and how to get asses in those seats, whether you should pay for tickets or do a free show. How does it financially get to you that you are buying free beer, free drinks for people, providing that is a cost you're incurring. And if they are tallying that up, because that's what I was doing for a while until I moved to the bar that I'm at right now. So many questions, and I feel that I could learn so much from shows that are the High Low Low Club, which High Low Low comedy show, which is every Tuesday, and they do their show, and they're sponsored by a dispensary, and I want to interview the guy, see what it's like, but I want to do it right. I don't want to just do the thing that I was doing before with my Ultimate BS podcast, where it was just we talked for an hour and it never went anywhere really. I had some listeners, but nothing substantial, nothing that I'm really proud of. I was bored of my own show. I didn't like that I didn't have a format. The free flow talking format, which is the Joe Rogan style, doesn't work for me. I like it. I like having conversations, but it wasn't enough. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right angle. So what I want to do this time around is have a show with actual video cuts, and as I'm interviewing the person, where I'm showing video of the person's their show and the audience reactions and stuff like that, like a legit show. And I'm thinking a 10-minute show would be enough, but it could be 15 minutes. Right now, I've been talking for 4.5 minutes so far, and 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And it's I've talked a lot already, and maybe the conversation could go on for half an hour. I don't know, but the point is, I felt really great about doing that stuff, pursuing this thing that I want to do, building my YouTube channel, and it led all the way till I got home at 11:30 at night. I went to sleep at midnight, or whatever time I went to sleep at. I don't even remember, because I just knocked out, and I felt good. Fast forward to 4 a.m., I'm waking up to come to work, and I'm depressed. And I feel that the more I lean into pursuing the things that make me happy, bah humbug, fucking my phone's memory just filled up and I had to cut my video short on the last one. And at the same time, it deleted the videos from last night's comedy show that I went to. They're in my Google Drive, but I don't know how to put them back into my phone, and therefore I guess I lost a day of material. Just take my word for it, I went to the thing. You know, the thing that I learned right now is that if I'm going to be doing these video blogs, I should definitely be clearing up the space on my phone more often than I am used to. With that being said, back to where I was what the fuck was I talking about? Right, the happiness and feeling depressed today. So I find that the more I spend time, the more I lean into the things that I really like doing, the things that fill me with energy, like going to this comedy show last night and recording the video because I'm going to be building my YouTube channel, The Showrunner. The more I do that, the more, like, the amount of happiness I feel is equal to the amount of unhappiness I feel not doing it. Like coming to work at Trader Joe's and feeling like I'm stuck here because this is my only source of income that I can rely on, and knowing that I have all these bills and shit to pay. The insurance is important too. I've been reading the 4-Hour Work Week, and it talks about how you can do drop shipping and all of that stuff, and I get it, but there are a lot of people who are doing drop shipping, and I know that like it's the future and people are going to still be doing it, and there's a potential market for it, and I'm going to do it. It's just that I feel that this is probably what Gary Vee was talking about with being impatient. I am just impatient. I want to get the fuck out already. I have an idea how I'm going to do it too. It's like I'm going to ask the TikTok community. I'm going to tell them that if I get 1,000 followers, I will quit my job and see what happens. But even if I did that and got the ability to go live, would that guarantee anything? Would that guarantee that as soon as I start going to my comedy show and recording things live, would people still watch? I still have to produce content to get more followers, or I have to have at least one viral video that people come across and then like, oh, this person's live, let me click on it right now. So even though it's a step, it is not the answer. Content is the answer. Massive amounts of content. And I'm not producing enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. And that's frustrating because I feel that all the work or all the energy, all the creativity that I have is being wasted here at work. The amount of time that I'm spending working could be spent doing other things that will move my passions forward. But instead, I'm here. I don't know what to do. I mean, I do know what to do, but it's just I'm impatient. The loneliness aspect of it is because, so just to give a little bit of context, Gary Vee talks about how entrepreneurship is a lonely road and it's hard and it's difficult. All right, I get that part, but the loneliness comes from not meeting anyone who's as motivated as I am or as ambitious as I am. Everybody's got their own dream, but like I'm trying to find people within my circle of influence who I can relate to or I can talk to, have a conversation about producing content or working hard, and everybody I talk to isn't in it. They're like passively doing it. I feel like nobody's got that hunger that I do. Nobody's willing to constantly work. Nobody accepts that there is a lack of motivation behind it. It's just like they have all the free time in the world, and I feel maybe is it because I have that, what's it called? Maybe that's my impatience, or is it hunger? I don't know, but it's lonely because I would like to build a team of some people who would want to build this with me, or believe in what I'm trying to do, and yet it's like, it's, no one cares, which I don't blame them. Why should they care? Who am I? But even for their own lives, the amount of times I've recommended the Gary Vee book to people, or I've shared the podcast that I listen to, and yet no one listens, or no one listens to me to listen to them. I don't know what I want from it. I don't know what the end game is. I feel that there is no end game. Like, this is gonna help them like it helped me. Hopefully. Find their passion, their niche, or whatever. And yet everything, I don't know, feels like a waste of time, and it's lonely because nobody gets it. You guys in the YouTube channel world, if there are any watchers out there, I think you guys probably get it. This is probably another boring ass video. Another boring ass vlog that's not going to go anywhere. Which is fine, because what I'm trying to do is get into the habit of producing content and get into the habit of recording stuff. See, I don't know if this is a good video angle or this is a good video angle. I don't know. What do you guys like? The YouTube channel would probably like this better. And, truth be told, I actually like this version, but I don't like that I'm using this little camera. I would rather use the backwards camera, which is the higher end camera which I get, it's the higher end camera, but everybody's doing fucking selfies, so why don't cameras have good front facing cameras? Like on my phone it says that all the cameras are worth I'm just gonna go back to normal. On my phone it says that 4K, my phone is capable of recording in 4K, but only the back camera, not the front facing camera. I mean, this is good quality, I guess. I don't know. I'm rambling now. What have I accomplished? It took me 3 hours to write the email that I was writing yesterday, which is the format. I invested the time into writing it out well, because what I had before was a separate sheet of the rules and all this stuff, but my show's changed since then, so I basically put everything that was in the rules section, a separate Google Doc, into my email, so that way it's just there. And there was a comic who I reached out to because one of my comics couldn't make it for my show. I reached out to her to see if she was interested, and she said that she was, and that she had heard that my show's not your typical bringer show. And it kind of got me thinking. It was like, well, because you guys understand that, like, I think all shows are bringer shows, because your job as a comic is to bring people. That's your job. But it begs the question: what is a typical bringer show? Has my understanding of it been wrong? Is the way I changed my format different? So I recently changed the way I'm doing my bringer show. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to give every comic 6 minutes, but if they bring one person, they get 2 extra minutes, so that means an 8-minute set, which is the standard, which is what I've been giving everybody. Headliner gets 15. They cannot get more time or as much time as a headliner, because that defeats the purpose of the headliner. So, I changed it to, if you bring one person, you get 2 minutes. You bring 2 people, you get 3 minutes. If you get, added on top of your time. You max out at 11 minutes, which is fine. It's better than 10. And you get a video. If you bring one person, you get the 2 minutes and the video. So it's just like, bring at least one person. It's still a bringer show, but it's different. What is a typical bringer show? Is it? I mean, because if you guys know that I'm not funny enough to have comedy. I mean, to have been asked to performed on people's shows because I just haven't been going out enough. But is it a typical bringer show? A show where, is a typical bringer show like the only way you get time is if you bring people? I don't know. Man, the sun is starting to come up and it's starting to get hot. I guess that's it for today. I gotta get back to work, and thank you guys for watching this show. If you have any suggestions, or if you guys relate to any of the things that I've said, please comment in the section below. Let me know there are people out there listening, and if there's not, that's fine too. This is mostly for me this is to document it. This is more for my kids in the future when they see that Dad's been going through these things. One of these days, I hope to be successful enough to not work here anymore. If I could just find another source of income, I think I would be okay. A secure, faster source of income. Until my show takes off. I'm just lacking motivation. I'm just lacking the drive. I feel that I'm drained here. And then if I'm with my kids, I feel even more drained. Because I want to produce content, I want to produce videos, but not if I have my kids around me, because I can't do videos with them. They're too young still. I was thinking maybe one of them could hold the camera while I do something, or they could record me. They can be my D-Rock. I want to collaborate with other people who do TikToks. There's just a lot. I have to start producing more original content for myself. I'll figure it out. I know I can figure it out. It's like this is the reason why it's so frustrating, is because I want to put the time into being able to figure it out. I put in 2 hours once to produce one video that got no 8 likes. But I was happy doing it. I learned a lot about video cutting and using Shotcut. I mean, not Shotcut, this stupid little program. Is it Shotcut? InShot. Yeah. Anyways, this is my life. Alright. Thank you guys for listening. Time warp to the next day. This is the Midnight Special Comedy Club. It's a bar at the 3 Clubs Cocktail Lounge. Great stage. Great place. Got an email from a potential competitor who did not. The only reason they chose not to do my show is because of the name Ocean Bringer Show. And it hurts. Although that person isn't anybody in particular famous, but it's not the first time I've heard someone not like the name of my show. So it begs the question, at what point... Okay, so there's 2 things, right? One is you don't give a fuck what anybody says. And the second is listening to the market. So it's finding the balance.